Hey guys, and welcome back to Science. So today you are doing the Unit 8 review. Now this is an independent practice, okay? So I want to see what you know. I'm going to help guide you through just a couple of them. So this is page 369. You're going to do 369, 370, and 371, okay? The first two, you're looking at the vocabulary. You're using the terms in this box. So you're either going to use planets or solar system. Number 1 says Earth, Venus, and Jupiter are examples of what? Planets or solar system. And then whichever one you don't use should fill in number 2, which says Earth and all the other objects in our blank orbit around the sun. I'm pretty sure you can do this one, both of these. So I'm going to make sure that you do those two. Matching. So here it says match each planet to the phrase that describes it. So we're going to do a couple together, and then I'll let you do the remaining, okay? So we might do 3 of these. Jupiter. So I've got to find something that explains Jupiter. Its rings are the biggest and the easiest to see. Here, the most important thing talks about rings. It is the hottest planet in our solar system. So this one's talking about the hottest planet. It is the largest planet in our solar system. The largest. It is the smallest. So now we're talking about the smallest planet. It looks red due to the iron oxide in its soil. So red for the iron in its soil. Okay? It looks blue due to the methane gas in the atmosphere. So this one looks blue because of the methane gas in the atmosphere. So if I don't know any of them, if I can't pick out Jupiter or any of these, remember, you can flip back in your chapter and look. So if here on it talks about the inside. So again, this is on page 354, but I know that Jupiter is an outside planet, right? It's an outer planet. So I'm going to turn over to the outside planets, which are on 356, and here it talks about Jupiter. It says Jupiter has at least 63 moons. Astronauts think that Europa, one of Jupiter's moons, has an icy surface that covers cold, slushy ocean, and Jupiter's atmosphere is the constant motion. Its giant red spot is a swirling storm that rages for more than 300 years. Okay? So here it doesn't talk about it talks about some things, but I don't remember reading any of those. Again, there's more information over here. The outer planets are very different from inner planets. The huge planets do not have solid surface, and they're gas giants made up mostly of gases. All the outer planets have many moons and are surrounded by rings made of dust, ice, or rock. Jupiter and Saturn are the largest planets. Ooh, I definitely remember something about being the largest. So I might turn over here. And here I could match Jupiter to the largest planet and draw a line. How about Mars? Mars, I know it's an inner planet, so I can go back over to where it was talking about those inner planets and look at Mars. Here it says, Mars Spirit rover has sent images of Mars' surface back to Earth. Mars' surface has mountains, wide plains, canyons, and volcanoes. Its surface looks red. Ooh, so here, it's talking about being red because of the iron oxide in its soil. So here it's talking about being red, and I can match that. I remember reading it to this one. So here we can do that one. Alright? So So I'm going to let you figure out 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? Remember, we've already kind of looked at this and picked out the most important parts. So just keep that in mind. Over on page 370. Right? Number 9 says, which, or fill in the blank, fill in the letter of the choice that best answers the question. Make sure you make these really big and noticeable. If they're not dark, I can't read them. Which feature would you find only on or near an outer planet? An atmosphere, moons, rings, or rocks? Okay? So here it's talking about only on the outer planets. So do number 9. Number 10 says Liam wants to observe and analyze some inner planets. Okay, so now we're thinking about inner planets. Select the equipment or technology he needs to make the best observations. Well, to look up at this sky, I mean, goggles? No. A magnifying? No. A microscope? No, because it's not small. And so you would have to use a telescope. If you've never seen a telescope, this is what one looks like. Remember, make those really dark and heavy, okay? The following diagram shows part of our solar system. Use it to answer questions 11 and 12. So I have to use this to help me answer 11 and 12. 11 says, which list categorizes only the outer planets? Okay, so watch this. The inner planets, there's only 4 of them, right? The outer planets, so these are the inner, and these are the outer. Right? So you got to find which one of these has the outer planets, which are the correct letters. Okay? So number 11. 12 says which is a physical property of B, C, D, and E. So look back at B, C, D, and E, okay, over here, and see, are they giant balls of gas? Do they have shorter days? Do they have rings? Or do they have hard surfaces? Okay, so look back at that one. 13 says, you want to sort the planets into groups. Which planets would you group together and why? Earth, Mercury, Venus, and Titan are closest to the sun. But is Titan a planet? No. So this can't be an answer because these are not closer to the sun. Because it says which planets. Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars are closest to the sun. Maybe. So I might put a little mark out to the side. That might be an option. Jupiter, Saturn, Europa, and Neptune are the farthest from the sun. Europa's not a planet, is it? No. So C is not an option. D, Mars, Neptune, Jupiter, and Venus are farthest from the sun. But isn't Venus an inner planet, and so is Mars? So if they're an inner planet, they're not the farthest from the sun, are they? No. So my only answer here is B. Make sure again it's nice, dark, and heavy. Alright, 14 is the last one. The table shows the position of the first 4 planets in the order of distance from the sun, right? What is the correct order of the other planets that would complete the table? So you're going to now complete the table. So think about which one would be 5, 6, 7, or 8. If you need help, a clue, okay, so I'm going to circle 14 for you, and then I'm going to put clue on page, let me see, I'll give you a clue on page 361. Okay? Alright guys, so that'll be the last one. You do not need to do 372. You can mark through that, okay? So mark through 372. Alright, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.